What is up, everybody? Welcome to the ninth race and final regular season race of the National Rock Racing Association. We're down here at Indian Mountain in Alabama. Again, we've got a little bit of a rain this morning, but about 5:30 in the morning till about noon, we got some rain, but it's clear off now. It turned into an amazing day. We got a little bit of overcast, not too hot, not too cold. Pretty much beautiful weather here in Piedmont, Alabama.
We are enjoying some nice temperatures right now. I think we're trying to beat the next wave of rain that might be coming in this evening. But hey, we'll enjoy the nice temperatures while we have them. So
we don't use the R word, rain, because we have had so much bloody stinking rain this year. So far, I'm pretty sure 7 of our 9 races have been in rain or right before it rained, right after it rained. Normally get like 1, 2. Somebody was like, "Oh, it's Clyde." I had like somebody message me, "Clyde, you know that hurricane moving? Guys get a lot of rain. You're gonna cancel?" I'm like, "Trust me."
If we canceled every time it rained, we'd have not much of a season.
Yeah, there's a few races I wish we would have canceled this year because of rain.
Aww.
Clyde, in fact, did not. We were still here racing, and then Jay piped up. He's like, "Bro." He's like, Rush, Off-Road Park in Rush, Kentucky. I was sitting in the starting gate, and it's pouring. And I laughed because I said, we even mentioned on live feed, Jack Porter pulls up in the starting gate, and it goes from sprinkling to raining. We had like 1 or 2 drivers, and then Jay pulls up, and it goes from raining to just buckets. And he said, I was sitting right in the middle of the starting gate, so it's all just pouring on my head. He said, I'm just sitting there like, really? Like, what's going on? So
the race must go on.
It does. So shout out to all our brave racers who come up here and trudge in the rain and go home and power wash the buggy again and again. So,
oh, man. Well, speaking of brave racers, we are ready to get back at it with Course 2 for all of our classes. We're back with Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class. I will give you a quick top 5 rundown from Course 1. It was Cody Kaysen, followed by Brady McCreath, Scotty Harden, Daniel Heckley, and I'm sorry, I messed it up. Let me start again. Cody Kaysen, Coy Chappell, Scotty Harden, Daniel Heckley, and Brady McCreath. Those are your top 5 from Course 1. Cohen Ellison is going to start things off for Course 2 with us here.
What's up, Brooks Myers? What's up, buddy? Brooks is a throwback rock racing guy. Shout out to my buddy Brooks.
How's it going, Brooks? Long time no see.
Clayton Smith, he's watching from the toter probably. Shout out to all people watching the live feed on Rock Racing TV on Facebook as well as YouTube. I know a lot of smart TVs out there, so can you hop on the old YouTube app on their smart TV and check us out. We appreciate that. We had some of our course workers were teasing me in the meantime between our little quick break that they were going to come out and mess with me on the live feed. He's like, we were literally sitting in side-by-sides driving around the park watching you guys. So he goes, that was super neat, super cool to see. So very, very cool. Yeah, Brian Dunnigan from Rock Life Off-Road was in there in the live feed early in the chat making jokes. We appreciate Brian and all he does. Taylor said, I don't know. He let us borrow his generator. We had a generator quit working. He let us borrow it. So, appreciate shout out to Rock Life Off-Road and this Rock Life Rock Garden we have here. That was
Cohen Ellison just made quick work of that course with a 5.8.478. Nicely done. Good way to start off Course 2.
Got a Chad Molitor watching with us. Shout out to my boy Chad. Chadley.
He was going to come this weekend.
Yeah?
And then it just
How far is
didn't end up working out.
Are you guys east of Nashville or west of Nashville?
We are slightly southeast of Nashville. So it's 3 hours.
That ain't bad. That's
pretty
not
much
bad.
like exactly 3 hours.
That's not bad. Not too bad. See Cody Kaysen down there, Timmy Cameron, all the drivers walking around chatting with each other.
Here comes our next contestant. Now, is this Brandon or is this Daniel? Because Brandon's next, but Daniel's right after him on my list. So
I got to talk to Brandon, and I said, "Hey, where's the Can-Am?" We had talked about it not being here this morning, and talked about the cage he has on the old Rancher 5000. But he said he sent the clutches off, sent them off to get the clutches worked on, and they did not get done in time. He said the last race the clutches were not quite what he thought they would be. So he sent them off, had the clutch worked on. They didn't get done in time. So
Gotcha. Well, this is Daniel Heckley on the course. Brandon must have needed an extra minute to get suited up or something. Ooh, heard that
wow.
from here through the headsets.
Launched off there and tagged that rock.
Quite a lick.
Yeah, I think our bouncers are definitely going to have some carnage tomorrow. You're going to see some axle shafts and ring and pinions, I think, tomorrow. That rock garden's going to play havoc.
Leave in the chat?
It will. It will. I see ring and pinions probably being the most probably, so because when you land wide open throttle, like again,
Oh, Daniel!
Get back on your.
I
there
mean,
he
he's through
goes!
the finish line.
That is awesome. That's a 5.5.91.
What did he say?
915.
We got to get a repeat on that time, guys.
Okay.
55.915 from Daniel Heckley with the photo finish rolling
with the rollover
through the finish line.
Oh, I love it.
That's always fun. And he landed on his tires, so he could.
Yes.
Didn't even need recovery.
That's our favorite part. Like we recovered.
We appreciate that.
All right, here's a replay presented by Rock Racing TV. Again, kind of being that off-camera turn you're talking about, just barely caught the edge of it, and luckily had enough momentum to put it back on all fours. That's awesome.
Now it's Brandon Davis on the course. Had a little radio chatter heckling him, telling him to drive that Can-Am like Daniel just did.
Yeah.
Was that Zach?
Brandon making this look
Let's
smooth
go,
here.
Brandon.
Through the finish line.
68.734 for Brandon Davis. We are 3 drivers into course 2 of our Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class. Brantley Haven's coming up to the line now. Knox doing our starting line safety check there.
Appreciate all our recovery crew out there for us, helping us out, doing a great job. Again, those are our cameraman and camera ladies.
So if you're not familiar with it, all of our drivers know what's required for safety. But, stuff happens, and sometimes when you're hurrying to get suited up, you might forget to tighten the strap or something. So that's why we also have a starting line safety check. Whoever's on the starting line helping us out. Sometimes Knox, sometimes Justin Hoback. We've had Jack Porter doing it in the past. They will do that last check, safety check on the line as well.
And also, there's times where you think you get your helmet clipped in, you don't, or you think you get your shoulder on the correct side of your Hans device, and you don't. So it is very, very nice, just as a...
always good to have a little second perspective there.
Another set of eyes checking it out. It's very nice.
Nicely done, Brantley.
Yeah. That was a 60.365 from Mr. Brantley Havens. Again, making it look super smooth.
Hey, Brantley beat Brandon. Braden Upchurch on the line now. Oh, I've heard that sound before. Judy likes to do that.
Judy likes to do that. Like, yeah.
Not going gear.
The old Rancher 5000.
She does it quite a lot, actually.
It does it quite a lot, actually. Thank you. Yeah, it Rancher 5000. Bree races it / feeds horses with it.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. It's a true utility type vehicle.
$64.777.
Bet he couldn't do that again
for
if he
Braden
tried.
Upchurch.
Braden skeeking through with the 777.
And what's weird is we were just talking about Judy, and 777's our race number that we
Aw.
have on there.
Love it.
Look at that.
Got Cody Kaysen sitting in that race line starting gate.
All right, Cody had the fastest time far and away on course 1. Let's see if he can do it again on round 2.
It's impressive to see a side-by-side getting airtime on a hill this steep, you know.
I think he learned his throttle control from Tim Cameron.
Yeah, I was just thinking a little flutter there. Oh, wow. Wow.
49.461. Definitely our new leader for course 2 of the UTV stock class. That means that, let's see, Daniel Heckley with a 55 in second now, and Cone Ellison with a 58. Rounds out the top 3 currently.
49 is flying. That's moving.
He is one with the machine.
He really is. What's up, Chris Grigg? Chris, you here yet? Where you at? I know for him it's probably like a 20-hour drive.
Jay Stewart's on the course.
That was a 61.641 for Mr. Jay Storts. He'll be racing Ford play on the same hill tomorrow. Getting out in that Ford buggy.
Scotty Harden sitting in that race line starting gate now. He had a 3rd place finish on course 1. Chris said he's coming through Marietta, Georgia, Matt.
Well, see, he's getting closer. Not quite here yet. Sean Keller, what's up, buddy?
That was a good smooth run from Scotty. 59.126. That is a 4th place time currently.
Got Dylan Dowler sitting in the starting gate down there.
Old Dill Pickle on the line.
Old Dilly.
Don't dilly-dally.
Don't. He does not. He gets it. What's up, Kenneth Cozine? What's up, buddy? Again, Dylan getting all kinds of racing action in this weekend.
Oh. Back it on up, Terry. Oh, Dylan! Oh, no.
I mean, the door's shut, right? He's...
How did that even happen? What on earth? And he's still going.
So is the door attached or did it come off?
I think he lost his door. Hello, Skinny Pedal nomination.
I like that he's still driving like, that's no big deal.
Do we have a replay of that, Taylor? I don't even know how he got that high up in the air.
That's impressive. I feel like the
door's still hanging on.
It's still hanging. But barely.
The heck?
That's a 71.704 for Dylan Dowler. But let's check out this replay brought to you by Rock Racing TV. Yeah, that was pretty impressive. Caught the edge right there and just wham.
I still can't figure out why he went over. We've seen tons of UTVs coming down this
I think he had just a little more.
Was he just going that much faster?
Came in with a little more hot and steamy. Had a little more pressure. If he bumped the. Okay, here's another slow down version.
He just kind of jumped down the hill.
Yeah, and if he hit his brakes at any point, it could have caused the front to flip or caught a rock. Yeah, again, I'd have to go back and watch the front.
And he was completely in the air for that flip. Like he wasn't rolling off the front end.
I like that he landed and was like, all right, brap, brap, getting right back into it, Yeah, that's definitely got to be a Skinny Pedal nominee.
For sure.
I think Jonathan Shepard would be like, yeah, that works. Because that's something Jonathan Shepard would 100% do.
Brady McCreath on the course now.
Yeah. Go, baby, go. And what's crazy is you'll see some of the dirt area where you can see guys really just wide open throttle ripping through there, almost turning into a high-speed section. And then they go right back into rocks, and it's like they have to
throw on the brakes.
Yeah.
$62.167 for Brady McCreath. Coy Chapel on the line now.
Coy has those bright wheels.
And he's keeping them moving. He had a second place finish on course 1. Nice whip
Well
around
played.
that tree there.
That's a pretty slick pivot there.
I don't see his front pulling. Oh, man.
I would say now he realizes his front's not pulling. Sometimes it's kind of hard when you're in the buggy. You just see some dirt moving. You're not 100% sure what's happening. It might even be stuck now. Because they've done so much dirt work on some of these hills, there is some loose stuff on top. Maybe spun it enough to...
Oh, man.
Dang it.
I hate to see that, especially after his smoke and run on course 1. I wonder at what point it broke, because they look fine coming up the hill.
Yeah. Let's see this. Caught something on going around that corner, maybe. Again, like I said, that. Fancy.
All right, guys, once they get Coy recovered off the hill, I think we've just got one driver left to finish up our Rock Life Off-Road stock class for the day.
Looks like you got coil pulled back there. Okay, when you're pulling it with a rhinoceros, it's pretty easy to do. The old WT, I think, was doing that.
Shout out to Justin and the WT.
Old WT.
Whole recovery team. All right, and we've got Mark McCreary on the line, ready to wrap things up for stock class. All right, here we go with Mark McCreary.
Gonna believe this will be our last UTV of the stock class. Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class.
Stock-ish class.
Stock. Well played, Bree. Well played. Stock-ish UTV class.
The stock enough.
You stock enough class. Yeah, I like that. I've seen some rigs before that I'm like, that's like
is it though?
92% not stock. There's been some guys that have carefully crafted those rules for Ultra 4 for years. Very meticulously created those vehicles. Some Charles Chris, Kenneth Cozine, Sean Keller, Trip Poland. What's up, Trip?
$60.490 for Mark McCreary. All right, guys, we're going to cut to another quick commercial break, and when we come back, I'll have the top 5 for you from Course 2, and we'll be ready to go into Course 2 for the Cup class.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend, the new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica-reinforced T4 tread compound, Powerply 3-ply construction, improved 4-pitch side biters, proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
All right, guys, let me give you that top 5 from Course 2 for the stock class. Cody Kaysen took it again with a 49, followed by Daniel Heckley with a 55, Cohen Ellison with a 58, Scotty Harden with a 59, and Brantley Havens in the 5th place spot with a 60. So well done, fellas.
Heck yeah. Brantley Havens, again, one of our previous youth drivers coming up in that top 5. That's pretty epic stuff. So I cannot wait to congratulate him on having that top 5th place on Course 2. That's incredible.
And we are ready to move into Course 2 for the SuperGrip UTV Cup class now. I think maybe we'll have Matt Myrick on the line, but I'm not positive.
Tripp said, "What's up, everybody? Good luck, everyone." Tripp's no stranger to the off-road community, been around for a long time.
Oh, we had our late entry, David Darnell, on the line, starting things off for us.
Just coming out of that starting gate super hot there. Again, I think you're going to see that same kind of loose dirt just flinging from tires tomorrow during the bouncer race. It's going to be just gnarly. And I have a feeling we might see one or two guys kind of have that same rollover.
There might not be any loose dirt left after the rain we're supposed to get tonight, Matt.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Again, I think we'll have some probably
something's going to be slinging.
Yeah, we will see a few rollovers. One of my predictions for tomorrow is you'll see a few silly rollovers, guys who are just coming a little too hot, steamy into a corner, or coming off a jump a little too fast. Getting that Rock Life off-road rock garden there is just super gnarly. That's an 86.569 for David Darnell. Again, that was kicking off our Cup class. We got about 20 drivers in there roughly.
We've got Jessica Smith on the line now. She unfortunately had a rollover on course 1. Hope to see her crossing that finish line this time. She is married to Brian Smith, also racing in the Vandal buggy. Seen him out here with us many times before. Our first time having Jessica racing with us today, though.
I also love this woods course. It's a lot of fun. Again, gives you some shade. You know, today there's a little bit of a breeze going into it. Just perfect weather.
So far, so good for Jessica. It's all downhill
from
here.
Bree, that's your iconic catchphrase, I think.
Hashtag. It's all downhill from here. .888 for Jessica Smith. This is Martin Stewart racing for Austin Connell.
Again, running that right-hand drive UTV. As far as I know, that's the only one I know of.
Same here. Scott Daniel had a second place time in the stock class for course 2.
Getting an awesome woods course. This is a lot of fun this weekend. Again, it'll be a great time tomorrow again when the bouncers are racing. You can see some of the trees that the team moved down to clear this way out. A few weeks ago, they did have some buggies here, and they made some changes. Again, a nice, huge, wide area for tomorrow. You're going to see some bouncers just absolutely thrashing through there. Getting Martin Stewart out there on the course now. That Bat Cave Customs rig.
Working his way through the Rock Life Rock Garden.
You hear them just bashing through some of that stuff. Getting, like Bree pointed out, if you can hear it in the headset, you know it's loud.
You know that was a hard hit.
That was a 101.922 for Josh Connell, or Martin Racing for Josh Connell.
Austin Connell.
Austin Connell. Yeah, he's here. Josh is there. Got Nathan King, looks like sitting in the starting gate. Getting to get a Dukes of Hazzard horn for him.
Nathan had the fastest time, just barely, on course 1.
He was going to go out walking the course this morning trying to figure out his lines.
Oh.
Wow. Tag that rock. He is flying through that downhill section.
Nathan very intentionally chose his line for coming down the hill. Was planning to squeeze between those rocks.
Wow.
With a 59.642. Looks like that line works pretty well for him. We know this because he was on the radio making sure that
Yes.
Matt Myrick wasn't in there filming.
Again, that is our new leader, but we also are still early, so we'll see if he can hang on to that number 1 spot.
We do have about 2/3 of our drivers still to go for course 2 of the SuperGrip UTV Cup class. And Alston Tidwell on the course now. Awesome Alston, as Matt coined.
Awesome Alston. If you just say it with like a country draw, it sounds normal. He is definitely moving right now. Again, just working that steering wheel back and forth as he's ripping through this course. Again, this is going to be a really fun course tomorrow for the bouncers. I think I would love to come and play on it. I don't know if I want to race through it because it's going to be pretty violent for a good chunk of it. Like, my back is already getting tense just watching these UTVs. That was an 82.853 for Austin Connell. I'm sorry, Austin Tidwell.
Brian Smith on the line now.
That motor is roaring.
The real question is he going to beat Jessica Smith's time?
That is a good question.
Oh, 6.
Wow.
64.284.
That's moving.
He did win the Smith bragging rights for today.
Got DC Thompson there in that race line starting gate.
So Nathan King is in the lead with a 59, followed by Brian Smith with a 64. And then Jessica Smith with an 81. See what DC's about to do, though.
DC's putting it down right now. Just trying to rip up that hill section. Again, I think you're going to see a lot of drivers tomorrow. Definitely just lots of loud skinny pedal, kind of just working it up. You know, just trying to get some momentum going there.
It's all about the skinny pedal. So good run from DC.
That was a 64.817 for DC Thompson.
Right behind Brian Smith, who has a 64.2, and DC with a 64.8. Both of those guys are still behind Nathan King, who's got a 59. We've got Dylan Dowler on the course now.
These have actually been really incredibly tight times for such a long course. And such a, you know, this is got a lot of hills, it's got a lot of ruts, got a lot of trees, lots and lots of rocks there. So to have this long,
got a lot of places to lose time,
yeah,
but not a whole lot of places to make up time.
Yeah,
like
it really
fast
isn't.
sections, you know.
So it's kind of incredible that you see the times as tight as they are right now. And again, I know we got a few guys that are going to run around here in a little bit that are definitely going to try to knock them down that number one spot.
We already saw Dylan pull off a front flip in the stock class and then continue to finish the course. Oh, looks like things are going a little smoother for him in the cup class right now, though. .421. Man, tight times, like we're saying. That's a fourth place time right now. Nathan King with a 59. And then Brian Smith with a 64.2, DC Thompson with a 64.8, and Dylan Dowler with a 65. Ryan Edwards out on the course now.
John was out there ripping it up on his first course. Ooh. Yeah, that crunching noise is never a good thing. That, you know, popping out of gear and then, you know, having to stop and reset it for limp mode is like the two biggest frustrating things, I think, as far as UTVs go.
Oh, uh-oh. Making that turn in a hurry and got just a little squirrely on the hill.
Getting a little wild out there.
Oh, no little bicycle there.
That's an 81.277 for Ryan Edwards. Good job, buddy.
Casey Howell is on the line now. We're about halfway through course 2 for the SuperGrip UTV Cup class. Nathan King in the lead with a 59.6, followed by Brian Smith and DC Thompson. Those are your top three.
Get a little squirrely out there.
That corner, man.
I know.
He's hanging everybody up down there.
Got quite a few people today. I like the roof of his cage as well. Looks very industrial. Very durable.
He needs durable stuff out here.
Yes, which again, if you're barrel rolling down a hill, that's all you want out of your cage is durability.
72.886 for Casey Howell. Casey come into the weekend fourth in points and come off a second place win at Raft Springs Ranch a few weeks ago. Believe we've got not Thomas Lair. It is in fact Clay Kaysen on the line now. Clay had a second place finish on course 1. Nathan King ousted him by hundredths, 200ths of a second.
It's incredible.
Time to beat right now is 59.6. And he's got his work cut out for him because Nathan was moving when he laid down that pass.
Yeah, and he is just, ripping through there right now. Just flying. He is ripping.
Oh, man, I think we might see our new leader.
Yeah, he's flying.
Five, 6.962.
Wow.
Our new leader for course 2 by about 3 seconds. But now we've got the younger Kaysen brother on the line, Cody, who had a 5th place finish on course 1. And bear in mind, Cody is racing in the Cup class with a stock vehicle.
Yes. And just sending it.
And he still hangs in the top 5. So that tells you something.
Yeah, absolutely just putting it down. Just flying uphill. Just ripping through those rocks.
And he's going to have a really good time, too.
That's a 61.799 for Mr. Cody Kaysen. Again,
and that's a 3rd place time on course 2 right now.
Only a few seconds slower than his brother. And again, that was a full-size rig. Hitting the full body out there.
Madison King on the line now. The queen of King Racing.
She would appreciate that as well. Trying to edge that far
That was a
line by
big
the
rock.
tape. Yeah, those are like UTV size rocks right there. Just monsters.
Some rocks you just keep going and bowl them over. Some rocks bowl you over.
Yeah, even going downhill, I don't think you're still going to get past that.
The corner.
Yeah.
It needs a name. Taylor nominated SCS Slip Up
I like it.
for the corner.
We're heading in there.
The SuperGrip Slip Up. We might have to go with SuperGrip since they're our presenting sponsor this weekend.
Heading in there slideways, as Miles would say. I'll tell you what, last race we had some guys drifting around those high bank ovals.
$91.025 for Madison King.
All right, we got Brandon Davis here in a rig that's doing double duty this weekend.
Because it's a Can-Am that can.
It's true. Again, Brandon Davis says normal rigs are getting some clutch work done, so
So it's good to have buddies that let you
yes.
drive theirs.
Yes.
Matt, would you let me race your rock bouncer if I needed it?
Well, that's a really good question, Bree.
Come on. I'd let you drive the Avenger.
Okay. All right, we'll trade.
Okay.
That's a trade I'd make.
Next time I have it out, we're
Okay.
doing it. We're going to need to decide who fixes what when
God.
things get broken, though.
Yeah, we nominate Chad.
Chad,
Buddy.
Chad Mullen, are you still watching this?
Chad, buddy, I love you. I could hear your dad, but he'd be like, "Wait a minute."
We just got everything back together in the Avenger. When I say we, really, I mean Dad, because he's been working hard on it.
Yeah.
So he's like, man, I don't want to tear this thing up again for a
I'm
long
sure.
time.
I'm sure.
Because it was not an easy job,
I can only imagine.
and it actually still needs some adjustments.
Little TLC.
Yeah.
I just put all new took all the 3/4 inch bolts out and put 1 inch bolts in all my upper heims. I'm going to do the lower heims next week.
Taylor. Fun facts with Taylor.
Yes. His initials are TLC. Don't go chasing waterfalls. That kind of TLC?
What?
Oh, wow.
Let's see that time for Brandon. Was that a 9-1? 5:03? 5:13. We need to teach Clyde to enunciate on the radio.
Wow. Got TC coming out the gate in his trail rig. We were teasing him that he may have more seat time in this than he does his actual rig, his race rig.
Has he raced this one
I don't think
before?
so.
I don't think I've seen it in person.
But he has a ton of seat time in doing, off-road
Right.
stuff, taking out into trail rides, and
It looks like a fun little rig.
it does look like a fun roll, especially for a two-seater.
Yeah.
Take some friends or some snacks,
You could either have a friend next to you or you could have the cooler over
Yeah,
there, one way or the other.
Hey, both are priorities, okay? Friends help you get unstuck. Snacks help make sure you keep going. Timmy's getting it here. Again, and Timmy's trail rig is not exactly your average trail rig. This is clearly a tube chassis. Very capable side-by-side.
It's a Timmy trail rig.
Yeah, it's a Timmy trail rig.
But the time to beat right now is a 56.9.
The old TTR, Timmy trail rig there.
$75.533 for Timmy and the TTR.
The TTR. Oh, we got the WT. It only makes sense we have the TTR.
Might as well.
Yeah, I don't know what he messed up on. I'll have to find out for tomorrow. I saw his Snapchat post where he had it on a fork truck trying to dump it in the dumpster. He's like, I'm tired of this piece of junk.
We should go rescue it
Yeah, I don't think he actually put it in the dumpster.
and adopt it.
Yeah.
Take it home with us.
I would love to adopt one of his rigs.
He doesn't live that far from me.
Really? What's up, Tom?
Hi. We got Clay Cason joining us up here in the booth. Matt Myrick out on the course. Matt had a 4th place time on course 1.
This done got warm.
It did get a little warm.
The sun came out, lo and behold.
Hey, if the sun would stay out tomorrow, it'd be prime.
All right, Clay, after we watch Matt's time here, Matt's run,
Nice time.
all right, hear about your escapades on the hill. Back in action.
It's brutal out there.
It looks rough.
It's so rough.
We're saying we can hear the hits through our headsets
Yeah.
all the way over here in the trailer.
Yeah, I can.
That was a 66.745 for Mr. Matt Mark.
All right, Cooper Bentley is going to wrap things up for our SuperGrip UTV Cup class. He's got to beat a 56.9 from Clay Cason.
Oh. How's it
And
feel?
you said it's brutal out there. I mean, we can tell by looking
Yeah.
at it. I'm sure it's 10 times
It
worse
was
when you're
not
feeling
the
it.
smartest thing I think I've done in a long time.
You were definitely sending it.
But was it worth it?
No.
Oh,
Not right
no.
now. My head hurts.
Oh, man.
I
And
can
I'm
imagine.
so tight in there, but the jars are just insane.
Yeah. Yeah. You can see in the rocks, it just bouncing you around.
Oh, yeah.
Cooper's
I think the
getting
bouncers tomorrow will jump that.
Yeah.
I thought about it hard.
I don't know. That is a pretty good gap.
Oh, it'll be jumped.
Think?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Timmy could probably do it in his rig.
Oh, I think you'll see a lot of them do it.
Really?
About 5 or 6 probably.
Okay.
Especially if they make the ramp a little steeper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cooper's smoking it right now, though.
He is.
He sure is.
We'll see what he does tomorrow, too, as well.
I'm glad they got that one running. They had been struggling with that one this year.
Yeah? What was the issue?
Just weird gremlins.
Yeah.
Just like some of the wildest, littlest things ever. Like the bolt on the, above the thermostat on the top of on the motor. I can't think of what it actually is, but the bolt on it was loose. So it would cause
Weird.
it not to run right. It would it would arc. Like it would arc sometimes and it'd run right. And then it was just, that was one of them, and then just
Yeah, it's crazy that would be, just cause, ground bolt or something.
Yeah,
weird
crazy.
stuff.
Well, that was a 62.730 for Cooper Bentley, and that does wrap up our SuperGrip UTV Cup class. We're going to take our quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with that top 5 rundown and wrap up our VIN class.
All right, so this is our XT tire, and this is the 35, 10, 15. It's the biggest tire that we make for a UTV. And this is the road compound. We have 2 different compounds. As you can see, it's kind of hard to squeeze these together. This is going to last you a lot longer if you're just doing trail riding on asphalt to get to the trails. If you're trailering and you're only going to be on trails, then I would recommend our trail compound. And it's much softer. You grip and grab those rocks really well. That's what the majority of our drivers that we sponsor use the XT trail compound. But we also have our AMP tire. And this is a 6-ply tire. The XT is an 8-ply. It's got really tough sidewalls. And in fact, one of our drivers took first place in the Bounty Series last race in Hot Springs with this tire. So those are the 2 main tires that all racers use. And you can get any of these tires and the wheels that they're mounted on through Rock Life as well.
So we were a sponsor of SRRS in 2012, the first year, and we built our product to the racers. They had a need, and we had a solution. They were breaking parts, breaking axles, and we were able to build the strongest axles on the planet for them. We developed the Big Bell CV over that period of time as well, which is the 40 spline, 47 spline stuff that you see in a majority of the rock bouncers. And we've also developed UTV for the UTV buggies and the stock class racers. We've got products for that as well. So we've really utilized this racing to develop and work with these guys the best product available. So over the years, we've worked really closely with drivers like Tim Cameron. He's been very helpful helping us develop this product line for the UTV, the rock bouncer, and he's been quite successful himself doing the racing, as well as a ton of others. We couldn't be here without these guys testing our product and doing these things, pushing us to the limit to help them push them to the limit.
Good times. Good times out here. All right, guys, let me give you that promised top 5 rundown from Course 2 for our Cup class. Clay Kaysen took the win with a 56, followed by Nathan King with a 59, Cody Kaysen with a 61, Cooper Bentley with a 62, Brian Smith with a 64.2, and then we went to 6th place as an honorable mention for DC Thompson with a 64.8.
Heck yeah.
Right in there with Brian Smith. So that does conclude our SuperGrip UTV Cup class racing for today, and we are ready to go on to our VIN class.
And I see the WT up there missing, so it must be going to race the second time.
Oh, he's going to break the beam
Or
at
at least break the beam anyway. Get some points. Attempt the course. Again, breaking the beam gets you 5 points. Attempting the course, and we put heavy quotations around that, gets you 10. So there's a Charles Chris coming out the race line starting gate here.
Charles Chris is our points leader. He had the fastest time on Course 1, and he also took the win a few weeks ago at Rush Springs Ranch. So, good season for Charles right now. Yeah.
Steering knob is what they're called.
Oh, you said wheel, and I thought
And
you meant like tire and wheel.
You'll love one
not
until it breaks your
wheel.
arm. Then they're not so fun.
Conversations with Taylor.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes. You have to be on the paid subscription in order to get into the behind the scenes.
Taylor's
audio.
finally getting his shameless plug. That's what we're going to do. We're going to pump our audio in from the behind the scenes.
Yeah, we'll have a paid subscription, and then you guys get the radio chatter and Taylor's audio. That's the real show right there.
It is.
It's the radio chatter.
Yeah.
Jared's checking in, says have a great race weekend. Thanks, Jared.
What's up, Jared?
We wish you were here.
J Money.
You're probably going to wish you were here, too,
yes.
when you send us an outline for later.
Yes.
For tomorrow.
Probably do.
We do our best.
Should I be excited or worried that they have the Komatsu sitting over next to us?
103.103 for Charles Chris. Look at that.
I like it. Should I say they're just getting ready for tomorrow?
What are we looking at?
The Komatsu.
Oh.
The mini excavator. Somebody woke up and chose violence this morning.
There are so many bugs out here.
Oh, my gosh. It's because you're so sweet, Bree.
Yeah, I don't think it's that.
Aw. Yeah.
I think, does Dustin Bond know he's supposed to go forward? Or this is Dustin Bond's stunt driver, Chad. Someone's playing the video backwards right now. Taylor, you got it. You're rewinding.
Richard Hodgins sent me a cool video of us on the live feed on his dash of his truck, and he said that, yes, he goes, that's how I ride every Friday on the way to the race.
Nice.
We love it. We love you, buddy.
Glad to provide in-cab entertainment.
Yep. We love Richard Hodges, one of our racers, our bouncer drivers, as well as all of our racers and friends and family. Spectators coming to watch the race, tuning in on the live feed as they're driving here on Fridays.
We love them all, except for these gnats. That are... All right, so it looks like Chad just broke the beam, and I believe Justin is also just going to break the beam. So good job, Charles.
Yeah.
The WT was not built for tight
Yes.
width courses.
Yes.
It wasn't built for any of this, but you know.
It's also got a very durable headache rack. We call it a headache rack because it gives you a headache when you hit it
Sure does.
violently with your forehead.
One step up to get into the seat,
Yeah.
and you'll wish you had a helmet on.
You'll be concussed. What's up, Mama Byman, tuning in? Bill Curtis watching?
Maybe he's making an attempt at the hill.
What would be awesome is if he goes out and just smokes his course. Now we have to do combined time for courses. Clyde's over there doing monkey math, you know.
All right, so that
All
was
right.
it. That was it for Justin. Let me give you guys that quick rundown. Charles Chris with a 103.103.
Heck of a rundown.
For course 2. I can do that math all day long.
Yeah.
Look at that, number 1 right there.
Don't you have to carry the one on that one?
All right, guys, that
Okay.
wraps it up for today. Thanks for joining us here on Hillside Live at Indian Mountain Off-Road Park. We will be back tomorrow, as always, for, I'm telling you, these bugs, they have
thought you were waving.
It's like a personal
Goodbye, everybody.
vendetta on me right now. We'll be back with our Bouncers, UTV Bounty, and Youth class tomorrow, starting around 9:45 Central. Hopefully the weather holds. If not, we will all have an adventure together. So
Solid.
we'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
See you guys.